This is fun. Don't normally go live this quickly, so this is awesome. Thank you guys very much for joining me. This is Vectors and Pixels. My name is Jeff Perryman, and today is Workhorse Thursday. Workhorse Thursday is where I am dedicated to a particular project, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. This project currently is the ABCs of Adventure. We're working on the letter I. We're doing pretty good. I'm starting to do all the fun stuff where I do the shading and shadowing and just have some general fun, which will also work for the next letter, which will be J, because it shares a very similar piece of work. So we're kind of killing two pages with one piece of art this time. I'm not going to mess around. Let's just kind of go over here and get into it. This is where we're at right now. Started doing a little bit of the shading on the leader goblin, and then he kind of sets the tone for the other two. I got a few futzy things to do with his hair and top knot, and then I think we're going to work on the what I'm calling the bean goblin, because his head is shaped like a bean. I'm not very original, I'll admit it. So without further ado, I'm going to work on this guy and kind of do some futzy stuff with him. Still have a lot more shadows and whatnot. Ooh, look at that. That should have been black. Don't know why it's not. And then if I hide everything but the outline, we have a similar gap right here. So let's grab that, hide everything, and probably won't matter. How big is this? This is a 4. Paste in place, and we're going to tell it to be a 4. And there we go. Gap filled. Not that it needed. It's just kind of nice. Alright, so we got a hot spot, but this is not really darkened, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. I also want to put a highlight on this bead. So what I'm going to do is use the circle and just make it a red, just so we can keep track of it. Use the circle. Kind of do the shadow, and not quite as dark as that. Wait, that's not what I had. Let's try that again. There we go. Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. Right. Odd. Oh my gosh! Congratulations! Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm so excited! Yay! Boy or girl, boy or girl, boy or girl? I believe it's a girl. I believe you're saying you're having a girl. Breathing Karma, congratulations, my friend. Oh my gosh, what great pleasure, what great joy. Please, 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 please give Chantel my... Oh, a little girl, yay! Please give Chantel my greatest of love. Hugs and kisses to Mommy. Congratulations to Daddy. Oh my goodness, someone has a little sister now. Ooh. Well, that's a great way to start the day. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see. Okay, back to this, but I'm excited. It's always nice when we have new family in the world. What in the world's going on there? There we go. It's acting weird. Maybe I'm acting weird. You're weird. Okay, this is on the head. I'm gonna, whoa, stop it. All right, we're gonna insert a layer. Picture in your, oh yes, thank you very much. I will look at it here in a little bit. We're doing Workhorse Thursday, as you well know, where I'm dedicating myself to a particular project. And today we're working on goblins, which kind of made What the Art Thursday kind of fun. Just so you guys know, I was just working on something random on Tuesdays. So I live stream twice a week. Tuesday is What the Art Tuesday, where I just work on whatever the heck I want. And of course, Thursdays is Workhorse Thursdays. In fact, let me flip over here. This is where we got on What the Art Tuesday. This is Freddie. Freddie is the lead singer to a band called The Ultimate Jammer and the Forbidden Planets. For whatever reason, I decided I wanted to do my science fiction characters, which are a nod to Tom Wham's character design from Awful Green Things from Outer Space and Snits and Snits Revenge. I think he did Stomp. I really need to look that up, because if he didn't, that would be a disservice to whoever did do it, but by forgetting their name, not because I associate it with a great designer like Tom Wham. But he heavily inspired me in my earlier days, and this was a character that I was drawing, and he just reached up off the sheet one day and said, draw the rest of my band. All right. So he's a Martian flea. He's a type of Martian flea, because I have another type of Martian flea who's a little more aggressive and bulkier, and that's Ed. We'll draw Ed down the road. But right now I need to do the other four members of this band. This is going to be a ensemble piece with Freddie dead center. Then we're going to have Dieter, who is the robot playing the light organ. We're going to have Ornoff, the drummer, the three-armed, three-eyed, three-legged drummer. We are going to have Vic or Victor, I can't remember what I called him, who's the bass player, and then Stinky Waters, our sax player, which gives us 5 pieces, and hopefully this will be a nice little ensemble piece to hang up. But this is where I got originally. Do I still have? Yeah, this is the. You guys can't see that. Fine. Let's insert a layer. Drag this bad boy over here. And this was the original. This is the original marker piece, which is, you know, probably this big, that I did this from. And this was the inspiration for this piece. And then this is what we came up with. This is a little more true. The markers I had were not true to Freddie's colors, but I digress. We're going to remove that layer. We're going to go ahead and lock everything down, file, save, and we'll pop back over here to goblins. Long story short, I kind of got tired of goblins because I'm doing a lot of goblins. Not just these 3 pinheads, but I've been drawing other goblins or inking goblins that I have laying around in sketchbooks. That's what I did at Tucson Comic Con, was draw a lot of goblins. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. All right, let's see, that's about right. Let's take a look. Let's lock him and let's unhide everything and see if this is going to work. Man, I am so happy, Travis. You have no idea. That is the awesome. Oh my goodness. Yay! I got excited before. Thinking, It was several months ago. Sorry about that. But now I can be really excited. Yeah. Think I'm gonna have some more coffee. I mean, that news has excited me a great deal, but boy, I'm dragging a little bit of butt. We had a power outage last night, or this morning, should I say. I work overnights, and so I'm almost halfway through my shift when I just lose power completely and utterly. And it did not come back on until about 4:30. So, yeah, I lost it for about 4 hours. So I was really kind of surprised when it came on. All right, so he's coming along. Let's go ahead and hide everything again. Let's go back to my gobo. Let's start layering in a little bit of hair. Oops, hair detail. That was supposed to be a zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. What is the line weight on this? It's a 1. Let's make this a 0.5 just so it's a little bit easier to pick out. What I'm doing here is I'm just kind of adding little tufts of hair detail, shadowing and whatnot. Oops. Well, we'll see if this even works. I may do this and go, nah. Which happens more often than I like to admit. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're gonna do this. Hey, is this on a different layer? It's on the same layer. So what the hey? Let's try it. Let's try this one. Oh, I just want it a little darker. See, that's not what I'm asking it to do. Makes me think these are on a different layer. Aha, they are. Let's try that again. We got the color for this, so yeah, there we go. Just want it slightly darker. There we go. Whoa. Work with me. There we are. Does that work? That's the best way to test it is in situ. And in situ it's not too bad. It's not too bad. How's everyone doing out there? Clearly we have some excited parents and also some very sleep deprived parents, because it doesn't matter how many children you have, a new one comes along, needs to add extra love and attention, and Oh my, hopefully this one sleeps and lets mom recover and sleep. But there comes a time when they don't sleep as much as you like them to. It's okay, because when they start smiling and gooing, ooh, I love, 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 love new babies. They're so adorable. So adorable. All right, I'm gonna add a shadow from this top knot back over here on the hair and start darkening down the fingers here, sort of like what we've got going on there. And I don't know, him and Han, and because we don't see a lot of this detail. We will in the next page, but right now we don't. I'm always hesitant. All right. Now we're going to match this circle here. And we're going to make this green so we don't mess it up too much. And we'll go ahead and use this color here. Yeah, it could be a little darker. That's closer. So it'll be just a little darker. There we go. I'm gonna make a hole. Oh no, wait, it's on somewhere. Always got music through my head. Drawing Freddy makes me see or hear or think more music than normal. And we're on that layer, but we're going to go back to the head. Actually, we're going to lock everything. Insert a new layer. No split ends for this monster. No, nay, not. He may be a goblin, but he has luscious top-knot hair that he takes care of using fungi shampoos and conditioners. Yes, fungi shampoos and conditioners for when you need that less oily look for those cavern encounters. Pantene, close enough. All right, we're going to add, people call them H spots, but I just like adding a little bit of patina or whatever. Let's grab that color. Let's make little circles. Maybe a little eyebrow. Nope, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Maybe over here. Okay, it works over here. Because I took the color from over here. Duh. A little. Foxing, I think, would be a better word for these little spots that I like to do. More like foxing on paper. Freckles, of course, is another. But I put them everywhere. Different sizes. Sometimes they're not circles, but oh yeah, he needs a darker one there though. A little, ooh, yeah. Needs just a couple here, a couple there. Yeah, that'll work. Why not? Only a couple there. Nope, too much. Just, yeah, there we go. Just a little. Let us see his goblin complexion in all its glory. And then I'm going to take this color, push everything back just a little bit here. Oop, that is not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Take two, and not that thick. Oh, that would have been disastrous. Can we have a two, please? There we go. just to see how this looks. Still too much. Oh my goodness. All right, down to 1. Apparently the computer knew better than I did. I'm trying to be a little more subtle. And if I don't like them, I'll get rid of them. There we go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. I think his face is good now. Might have a bit too much going on. Let's take a look in the scene. Yeah, I might take that one off the cheek. But other than that, I think that's pretty good. Maybe this elongated one over here. I'm sorry, on your side, maybe over here. So let's just remove those two. And put the hero and everybody. Oh, did I have the bling hidden? I did have the bling hidden. So we're just going to get rid of, I think it's this layer. That one and that one, and then I think that's enough. That'll be good there. All right. Yes, I have Beatles songs going through my head today. I'm sorry for those of you who have to hear the constant humming, but I am not monetized, so I can sing to my heart's content. Alrighty, let's go back out to the pane. Let's take a look at everything in situation, situ as they say. Really tighten this up here. There. I think I'm going to give a little more highlight right there. I'm going to draw shadows from his chin on his shirt right in here using this color. I might put a shadow from his shirt on his pants because it'll show up in the next scene. That's the torch will move a little bit, but for the most part the next scene is going to be something like that, except this will move down to here, so we'll have text down here. And all right, definitely heading in the right direction. Our poor hero, he has no idea. We named him several streams ago, and I forgot to go back and figure out what we named him. But we very definitely named this poor doomed character. And I'm going to have to go back through and figure out what it is we named him, because he deserves a name. Especially considering what we're doing to him. Okay. Hello? Did my keyboard just go out? Which happens. Nope, just artist using the wrong key. All right, let's unlock everything because I need to figure out where these hands are. Okay, well, this is why you name everything, so you can find it in occasions like this. Let's go File, Save, and let's lock everything but this just so I don't accidentally mess something else up. And he's got knuckles. That is not purple or fuchsia or whatever this obnoxious pink is. Apparently it thinks there's something there. Alright, and the only reason I'm doing this is so I can give it a nice tint. Maybe not as bad as that. Now it's too much clearly. But what I'm going to do is I'll take this color and I'll just fill this. I'll be like, oh, hey, it's your own little color. I'll be like, oh, hey, that's wrong. So we're now going to filter that a little bit and run a hot spot there and hopefully get a real cheap shadowing effect. It's going to be subtle because there is still a lot of light going on at this point. Yeah, that is subtle. Maybe it's a bit too subtle. Let's drag this down just a hair. There we go. Just a hair more. That works. Alrighty. We're moving along. We have a spear. We're going to take this spear. We're going to draw a line. Actually, we're going to put that line on the hand real quick, the forearm layer. The reason for this is because there are two shades here and I can't bend the line. It's still Reginald. Reginald. Oh my. Well, I think we incorporated, he had a very long title, if I remember correctly, because it was a compromise between a lot of suggestions, and I think Reginald was in there. I think Reginald was his middle name. I can't remember. We'll go back through. It's got to get named before we publish. I mean, speaking of publishing, I know you're sick and feeling horrible, but how's editing? I'm sorry, I had to. Love you. Lori and I are co-writing. She helped me with this book and helped me kind of figure out where it was going. And she is co-writing the Airships and Aliens. Well, she's doing all the heavy lifting, let's be honest. Yeah, I did. I had to. To be honest, she's doing all the heavy lifting on that one. I just came up with an outline and said, here you go. Because, you know, I'm an artist. That's what I do. Here we go. So, I am noticing something I did do wrong. Look here. We have a nice dark line, and then we do not have a dark line, and then we have a dark line. What is going on with this section of his arm? So, we'll make this a little easier on me. There's that one, that one, that one, and that. Whoops. Come back here, and that. Okay, how about that one? There we go. And we're going to say, hey, it's all this color right there. Ta-da! There we go. That looks better. More betterer, as the Aussies would say. Now, what I was ranting about was, let's see, we're going to lock everything but the forearm and the spear, was I was using the stupid pink color here, and I'm going to draw a shadow, and I can't do it on the spear because I have these colors which will cause the lines to not bend. So we're going to put that there. And I know I'm going to have to put a line here, and this one won't matter because it's under the hand. But I'm also going to put one here. We're going to do something very similar to this up here. So with that, I'm going to take and copy, or actually cut these and go down to the spear. I'm going to paste them in place. And then I'm going to hide the forearm, because it really doesn't matter where I put this line. So we're just going to, this one doesn't have to curve. And then we're going to take and hide the hand. And this one too does not need to curve. And then we're going to take the shadow color. Put that in there like that. See, it's the last 10% takes 90% of the work, and that's true with just about any project. Sorry. See how wood grain would look in here. Oops. Go. Just a little hint of wood to bring the hands back. There we are. Just helps. Just helps. All right. Well, I'm going to the big screen. Beep. Because I don't know about you, but I need a big old cup of mud today. And if you want to support me directly, you can buy me a cup of coffee at, it's right here, where is it? buymeacupofcoffee.com/chainreaction. Every little bit goes a long ways to fueling my caffeine-powered art engine. I'm also open for commissions, also here. I do commission work. I also do game artwork, game boards, box covers, card art, interior rulebook illustrations, whole games, just whatever you guys need for your to bring your dream to life, your fantasy, your baby of a game that you want to create and bring out to the world. I would love to help give it style and life. So I'm open for those kinds of commissions. I'm also open for some 3D modeling work. I'm not great. I'm what's called a hard surface modeler, not a organic modeler. But reach out to me if you're interested in employing me for commission work or for some game design work, and we'll talk. In the meanwhile, also clearly book illustrations too. So anyway, back back to the live action. Gotta remember. And we will now start working on some of these shadows in here. Let's see. Let's go to unlock everything, find out what layer this is. I think this is the body layer. It is. So let's do this. And I'm going to use that pink line, and we're going to use a Y, so it's a drawing tool. And all right, let's hide everything but the body. So I figure out where that line needs to go. There we go. Here, glimmer, skimmer, skimmer, glimmer, skimmer, work. All right. Worry about the logistics here in a second. Actually, here we go. That's more what I want. Not quite I had, not what I had in mind right like that, but that will work. Actually, let's just, you know what? Let's get rid of that. Let's do this. Go a little more clean. So there to there. What is that about? It's just a gradient, isn't it? Let's try that again. Okay, there's something right here. What? Aha! There's already a shadow there. Clearly it's not enough. Well, if that's already a shadow, is that not dark enough? Come on, work with me. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's why I've been saying it needs more. Use that color for now. Actually, it's let's do that with it. And then hopefully this will allow me to, yep, sort of, kind of, maybe. There it is. There we go. Just needed a little something down there. Bit too dark, but it will serve for the moment. So we're going to find, okay, that's that color, right? So we're just going to drop this color just a hair, bink, and fill that. Okay, maybe more than a hair. So instead of a single bink, it needed a bink, bink. Did I cancel? Hope not. Oop, nope, there we go. Not quite as dark, but dark enough. Can't speak English hard. All right. Okay, I might be overthinking some of my details now. We will, however, do some of the foxing on the back of his hand right here, just a little bit. And let's go up to forearm. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and, what's this? Is this all the foxing? Those are the glows. Label everything. There. I did it. And we're going to go, dink. We're just going to put a, oh, I think that's way too dark. Let's say that color right there. There we go. I have this signature 3 grouping of these things, and I don't know why I started doing that, but I like the look and feel of these when they're grouped like that. Let's go back to our scene. Let's bring back all the lighting effects. And of course, all that work was for nothing. In this scene, anyway. All right, so we do have a little bit of the wood grain, we have a little bit of the shadows going on, so that feels a little bit better. I think he's good for now. Going to move over, definitely bringing in some depth. Yeah, the shadows do help. It also sets him in the scene. I'm really tempted, and I'm going to regret this, to push him out of focus just a little bit, but they are the focus. So let's push the hero out of focus just a little bit. We're not going to probably keep it, but are we? Oh, is he locked still? Hello, we got the hero. And then we're going to, there we go. Gonna add a blur to him. For that. Just enough to rack focus onto the goblins, who are sharper and clearer. And I may or may not keep that. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's the default. Split the difference. Doesn't make much of a difference in the look. It does push the focus behind the hero. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Over here, do I get the Facebook stuff? No, I do not get the Facebook stuff on this stream. That sucks. Also, the way this is working out makes this look far more. Feels like this is this corner of his chin is too far out, even though I know they're identical. So I think I need to change the color of the neck too on the Gobo leader. Okay, I'm gonna leave him blurred for the moment. I know there's something there, I just don't know what it is. And let's see, there's that there. We're gonna take that color right there, and we're gonna bring it down. Bink, bink, 2 binks. We're gonna say okay. Unlock everybody. That is what I want. Okay, there we go. It's subtle, but it was enough that it made me feel like he was not drawn this. I see, it still looks like it. I know for a fact, because I drew this side and then I copied it and put it over here. I feel like it needs that. Yeah, it makes him feel, all right, the subtle things, right? You never know what you're going to get until you play around with it. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better about that chin piece. That was just a little too much. Alrighty. Looking at our blurring effect on the foreground. This is the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to do a rack focus where our attention is on the goblins and not the character. And the best way to do that is to pull him out of focus. However, the text is in focus. It has to be. All right. Thank you very much for joining me for as long as you were able to. I hope you are resting and feeling better. Lots of fluids. Rug up, as they say, which is to wrap yourself in a blanket and stay warm. Hopefully, you will feel much better soon. Love you and enjoy the rest of your day. For the rest of us, we're going to stare at this rack focus concept here. Let's push, oops. So one of the things the computer gives you the freedom to do is you can take something and push it. In this case, too far. But then you know, hey, that's too far. And then I can change the quality of this blur and keep it really low. Or I can abandon the concept altogether. No harm, no foul. I do want to do a little bit of a tint on him. To warm him up. Yeah, let's do that. That warms him up just a hair. And then we can play around, because I can turn him into a mask layer. I just want just a little warmth because of the torch that's on him, but I don't want the yellow, so that works. And then what I'll probably do with the goblins is I'll tint them into the blue. Let's take the Gobo leader here. Let's tint him. Well, actually, he looks pretty good in the warm too. That would make him stand off, but if I were to take him and put him into the blue, just the contrast. I've got some interesting browns going on here too with this really darker red, but we do have a blue. How's that feel? These are the little subtle tweaks. I don't think I'm going to keep him in the blue, but it's a thought. And like I said, the advantage of the computer is that you can do these kinds of thoughts. And if it doesn't work, you just undo it. So, alrighty. Well, I think Gobo Leader is a go. Now with Bean, all we really are going to see, we see a little bit of his hand, and we see mostly his face. So we're going to concentrate on the shadows that are going to be his face. I think he's number 2. And we will concentrate on more shadows, but for the most part, we're not going to see most of him until the next page. I am going to go over and out, and I'm going to go get the Gobo Leader because he has some colors that I want to start with on this little guy. Light's coming in here. There. And then I'm going to make this offset a little bit. Okay, and then dink, dink, dink. Dink. All right. Then let's go back out, and we're going to borrow this highlight color. Actually, let's grab you and oops. No. Wow. Fight me much? I'll have to look at that in a second. But turn that off and highlight there. Now let's clean this mess up, whatever this happens to be in here. What is going on in here? Apparently a circle's not a circle. Okay. That goes away. That goes away. Those don't work. There. Oh, okay. That explains all of that. That'll do for now. Nobody else but us will know it's there. All right. I like working on the weapons. Makes me happy. Let's try that again. We needed a solid color. There we go. And this is just doing all the little details. So it's coming in that way. Make them all this color. And oops. These guys are getting dark. These guys are getting the wrong color of dark. There we go. Actually, let's do this trick. Oh, because it's the wrong thickness. And what thickness are these? 0.5. 0.5. Then it'll select everything that's similar. Let me just get rid of it. All right, hang on. I said, why are you not grabbing? All right. Mess with me, will you? Ha ha! There we go. There we go. A lot of work to do something that should have been simple. Welcome to being a digital artist. Alrighty. See, it looks so much better. I like those colors. Is that it? Okay. There we go. And he's got his hands attached to said halberd. Alrighty. This is fine. We will persevere. Nope. There's a curve to that line, isn't there? There is. So we'll go to a different layer and lay in the line that we want. And then we can curve it and move it without worrying about doing bad things to the art that's already there. Meow. There we go. There we go. More better. And while we're in here, I'm going to go ahead and lay in some of the shadows. What we do in the shadows. I still haven't seen all of that series. I know. It's a travesty. I, of all people, should be watching that series. Whoa, what's going on here? There we go. Weird snap. Okay, so there, and of course, that goes into that. Ooh, there's a red. Not that anyone cares. And then this one should be a little more straightforward. We'll add a little there. Just cause. And then, because that's a shadow, put the stop there. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the bottom of the shirt. And then this is shadow. So let's see. I'll just stop it there. Alrighty, moving along. How's everyone doing out there? I hear you breathing. You're not fooling anyone. Alrighty, so that whole mess is designed to go over this halberd, which we now don't need that anymore. Finding that I was working real quick. I'm gonna go to the halberd, paste in place. Ta-da! And we're going to get some similar colors off of this guy. Okay, so we're going to do the highlight here. Let's go back to him. P. We're going to put that highlight color in here. Then we're going to go back and grab a shadow color, which hits differently on this one. And let's hope this works. I need to open up this gate right here. that's everything. Good enough for government work. All right, so that's a start on that piece. Let's unlock everything. Find his head bone. So we're going to work with that first. Ooh, we need his ears too while we're at it. Top knot. Here. Feather. There we go. And ear. So those are all the elements I want to work with. Alrighty, we're an hour into it. Is everyone enjoying themselves, or are you ready to go back to bed? Be that a result of my yakking at you or not. Face. Needs face too. Yeah. Alrighty. We're going to use a pink. Now, the light is right here. But it's in front of him too. So we're going to get some harsh shadows. Let's turn this off for a second. Okay, harsh shadows here. We should have probably done this on a different layer. Make more sense. That way I can play around with this and not worry about it too much. Wow, we are definitely going to have shadow. And we're going to have shadow. Oops. This is me just trying to plot out all the shadows ahead of time. Be a little more efficient. I wasn't so efficient with the leader goblin just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I think now I do. We're going to throw shadow. Here. We are definitely going to have shadow. Here. just me figuring out where all the shadows are going to be that I want. Just the tedious work. Sure you're regretting tuning in now. But this is what it takes sometimes to do this stuff. Everyone doing okay out there? Have any questions about what I'm doing? Want to know when it's going to stop? Make it stop. Put my snap back on. And again, just adding to the fabric of the piece. And these are going to be where I put all my shadows, I hope. I'm going to move this one a little bit. Alrighty, and then of course that gets put in the shadow. Light coming down on the nose. So we're gonna definitely have a nostril thing going on here. Light. That there. That's all gonna be in shadow there. Alrighty. Well, I personally don't think that's all, but it's a good start. see. Oh, good grief. Start with the face. Paste in place. Let's get a nice shadow color going on here, which is this color for the moment. And that's the head. So, okay, that's going to be too dark. So let's go this one. Oh, let's try that shit again. Dink. There's that one, and that one. Nice little subtlety there. Oop, that didn't work. Let's lock everything but the face. And the face is all of that. Yay. Okay, so this needs to be snapped. Gives me that. Should give me that and that. Hopefully that, but that's not dark enough. So now we go down here and start getting some of the darker colors. Put into there. I don't think that's going to work there. No, that's not going to work there. So we can add that. And we'll put that there, but we're going to use a more subtle color. There. All right, of course I need to do that. Okay. Let's grab this mess. A little at a time. Oops. One more. There we go. This way we, whoops, still more. All right. Delete. Okay, we got most of it. So the face is done. I know we're going to have eyes and stuff. So which ear is this? This one? All right. Paste in place. Let's grab this color for now. Ooh, that's way dark. I don't want it quite that dark. Let's see what this looks like. A little lighter. Ooh, too much. Apparently there is an opening here. Let's see if we can hunt it down. I bet you that's it right there. Yep. There we go. Then we have another hole. Come back over here. See a little bit of it in there. And is this one? There we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, this tells me the way this is drawn is the issue. Yep, there it is right there. So I'm just going to add that. There we go. It also tells me that's going to be on the head. So build that here. There we go. All the little odds and ends. Gonna send this. Now I have a back ear which did not do everything to. All right. We're going to assume everything's good. I know assuming's a bad thing, but it's what I got to work with. Probably don't need to keep hanging on to this stuff, but we're here. In case I need it for later. I keep grabbing it. Okay. And we're going to grab whatever this is. Paste in place. Okay, about the only thing that needed to be done is the lip, and it got done. So let's do the head bone. Paste in place. Can use this a little more subtle shadow here, and whoop, too much. Nope, need to draw all that out. So let's see. Let's take and hide the face, and let's see where it's all broken. So that's good. Technically, no. But I can do this. Let's see, what's that ear? Let's hide that ear. And then I can do that. Nope, for whatever reason. Or is it broken? The technical side. Okay, this is broken somewhere. I assume it's broken here. Nope, that is not broken. Nope. Okay, let's do the test. Where does it break? I think that's where it broke. Nope. It's breaking somewhere. Okay, those are on the same line. That's not broke. So why is this breaking? Aha! It's broken in an unexpected spot. There we go. And let's see the face again and the ears. Just to make sure it's doing what I want it to do. Okay. That's broken. Behold, line that is broken. Nameless again shall be king. All the technical stuff. There we go. And again, we'll go bink. There's that. That's not there. That's there. Telling you, trying to keep track of all this stuff's tough too. There we go. Okay, let's remove the face again. Does that. Okay. So I need this line, this line, that line. See? Paste in place and make pink. I'm going to reconsider this. Broken line again. Lots of broken lines. Assume it's here. Yep. Nope. Just one of them. Go. Oh, shadows. And where's the face? Duke. right, let's get this far ear. First things first, let's hide the face so I can grab all this pink stuff. I'm grabbing it all because, again, you never know if it's going to be needed for something I may have missed, for example. Got it all. Let's grab this ear. Paste in place. Let's grab this color. Oops, wrong color. Wrong thing to be colored, should I say. Let's throw caution to the air. Okay, zoom. What happened here? These got changed for some reason. I'm sure it was something I clicked. It's always user error. But we fix. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we can just do that too. So why not? See. Delete. All right. He's got some of those harsh shadows from having a light just right there. Still got some work on the eyebrows themselves, but let's see how he looks in situ. Not bad. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of work that went into him. It's not getting seen in this page. The next page, all that detail will at least be useful. I might have to manipulate it, but at least it's there for me to work with. All right. He was relatively easy to work with. He didn't have a lot going on that we can see. Got a little bit of shadowing in his hand there. So when the hero is no longer in the scene, this is what we'll be left with. Oh, I need to get rid of the X. There we go. So, getting there. He still needs a lot of love, but he's getting there. Need some shadows for the guy in the background. He needs floor shadows. He doesn't look like he's part of the environment. Definitely got some line width work to do. Why is he so much? Let's grab that color. That's better. Let's grab, what was this? I think this was my work layer. Yeah. So let's grab the face. Oh, but we don't want the teeth. Don't want the ear. Head. Let's see. Gives me some starker shadows, which is what I kind of want in this scene. Also makes him pop a lot more, so I like that. I appreciate that. So let's, yeah, see, now we can see his arms. There we go. Now he's a little more defined. That works for me. Let's save. Always save. All right, let's go back here to the scene. Let's bring everybody back in. And yes, we can make out his facial expressions a little better now. We're gonna have to work with his teeth, work with his feather and top knot, work with shadows on his shirts and things. Not that it's seen in this particular page, so I might wait until J. Make sure I know where my lighting is going to be, what needs to be shifted, because their expression is going to shift as well. Which brings us to the guy in the back. But we are 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream. We have made a lot of great progress. But I think most people are starting to watch these after the fact. It's kind of hard to sit and watch somebody draw like this for 2 hours. It's kind of like watching paint dry. And as entertaining as I can be, when I'm focused on drawing, I'm not talking a whole lot. So what we will do. Okay, we save this. This has been saved. Save it again just to make sure. Alrighty. Let's go to the big screen. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I know it's about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes or so earlier, but had a rough night last night. I survived it, but it was a rough night. And you guys are busy and have things to do, and 2 hours out of your day is a bit much for me to ask. And I appreciate those of you who have dropped in to say, hi, I get to go look at baby pictures soon. And I am having fun. Thank you guys very much for joining me. This is Freddie. Well, this is Freddie. I don't know if I'll be working on the rest of the band next Tuesday for What the Art Tuesday, but I believe I want to do some more stuff in this world, as opposed to my Dungeon Notes world or my Fantasy Medieval world. I'm going to start doing more sci-fi-y stuff, and I'll probably work on some Airship and Aliens concept art too, because I still have some characters I need to figure out who they are and what they are. But I'm fairly happy with old Freddy here. He's quite the guy. Let's zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Very happy with the way this piece came out. In fact, the texture in the background was a result of one of you guys making a suggestion, and I ran with it, and I'm happy. I think I'll be keeping it. But for now, we're going to wrap up Workhorse Thursday here. There are some details on the second goblin here, mostly in his teeth, some foxing, a little more shading details. We're just roughing things out. And then we'll do the same for this guy here. We won't do too much more other than his shading. For the next page, they'll give us something to do. And I have to adjust stuff here. And do I really want to? Hang on. Do I really want to do that? Let's take a look here. do I want to do this? I can turn it off, turn it on as needed. See, there's the tint. You can warm it to more of a yellow. Well, I think I like the orange more. Just something to push him out in front. There might be a better way to do this. And some red. Some red. Really warm him up a little bit. Definitely like the oranges and reds more than I like the yellows. Let's do this red. Let's live with that for a little bit. If I don't like it, it's real easy to change. And you notice I put all the special effects on their own layer so they don't get affected by colors like that. So we'll see where this takes us. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, and you didn't get to see any of that. Red. I gotta do it at least once a stream, apparently. All right, back over to here. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me and putting up with my silliness. Thank you for keeping me entertained while I draw. Hopefully, I entertained you during your work day. We will be back on Tuesday for what? The Art Tuesday, where I think I'm going to do more of my science fiction-y characters. Very emphasis on the E. We'll see what I come up with. I've got a couple of sketches I dug up looking for something else. I found some, ooh, these are kind of nice. I think I'll do something with these. And I might add them to the coloring book project, because that's where ultimately some of the stuff is all going to end up. It's black and white pieces to make a coloring book with. That'll be a fun little free side adventure for me. In the meantime, I want you guys to know that I love you. I do. Each and every one of you very much. And there are people around you besides me who love you as well. And you are deserving of that love. You are worthy of that love. This world is tough enough without beating yourself up. Let those around you love you, take care of you, and do the same for them. Hug them when you don't think they want to be hugged, but they need it. Be kind to each other. Be willing to listen and hear one another and what we're really saying. And this world will be a little better off, a little brighter. It's already a little brighter because new life has been brought into it, and that just makes the world so much better. The potential is so amazing. Thank you very much for joining me. If you want to support me directly, buyacupofcoffee.com/chainreaction. You can buy me a cup of coffee. The money there will go to improving studio quality and whatnot. And I can't be more grateful for each and every one of you in my life. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you very much. Take care.